का किया, वो लोग का किया।
मैडम एक
हाँ शबाना जी, उनका बाथरूम भी किया। ओके, हाँ संपदा जी। शबाना मैडम यू आर ऑन म्यूट।
मुंबई में कहाँ रहती है आप?
मैं माटुंगा वेस्ट।
माटुंगा, अच्छा माटुंगा ही।
नॉट दैट इडली डोसा, माटुंगा वेस्ट।
अच्छा
Hi
ओके।
Swati Lavati. Hello Cindy. Hi Meena Gogia. Okay. This is actually a part 1 and a part 2 camp. So I will see how much justice I can do in one class. Let's get started. So we have Monica to support us as our TA. Welcome her too. And just a minute. So it's a camp on heel pain. And we will understand how heel pain manifests and where exactly to work on. Okay, heel pain to hota hi hai. In the morning you have morning stiffness, heel starts paining. Why it happens, we will understand the etiology and other factors for the same. Okay, so welcome everybody on this nice bright rainy evening. Kal aane ka hai na? हाँ. Okay, so we a little bit about the spoken English classes which Raju sir is doing. So the course duration and fees are like this. It's a batch of 16 classes. First class is introductory and then we have 15 classes added. So this is going to be held on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 11 to 12 p.m. Indian Standard Time. It will commence on the 11th of July. That's not really very far. 11th of July. Okay. And Monica?
Yes, ma'am.
11th of July?
11th of July?
It has started, ma'am.
No, I think it's the 18th. The date has been shifted.
Yeah, 18. It's 18.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this
The
is
date has
wrong,
changed.
my dear friends. It's 18th of July and end date will be 5th of August, right? Now for each session, it is 200 rupees per session. So the total cost will be around 3,200, right? Raju sir is doing this. He's really very good in his English speaking skills. Batch size is only 5 to 8 people because he wants to give you all one-to-one attention. Whatever queries you have, how to pronounce, how to talk, how to translate, Raju sir is really good at it and you should not miss this opportunity. Quickly enroll for this class. And my dear friends, it's not the 11th, it's the 18th of July, right? And it's really it's going to be very beneficial to you. So now let's come back to our heel pain. So heel pain can be due to causes having underlying disease. Okay. So as I always tell you, muscles work in chains. The problem will be somewhere else. The manifestation of the pain will be somewhere else. So this is something akin to that only. There can be underlying diseases. Okay. Or there can be other factors. Examples will include poorly fitting shoes. Okay. Suppose you're wearing new shoes and you feel, okay, let me just give it a try 1 or 2 days. Maybe the pain will subside. So heel pain can be because of that. Secondly, it very important factor is wearing high heel shoes. Nowadays, in the corporate culture, wearing high heels gives you that prim and poised look. But this is what causes what the reason it happened. This high heel shoes wearing causes heel pain is because when you are wearing high heel shoes, it is going to increase your lumbar lordosis. What is lumbar lordosis? The C shape of your lumbar spine. There are two normal lordosis. One is the cervical lordosis. See, it's like this. And the second one is at the the lumbar region, that is the lower back region. That is also a lordosis. When you wear high heels, the lordosis is becoming exaggerated or it's becoming deeper, zyada strong ho jata hai. Similarly, it also happens when you are pregnant. Everything is pushed forward, lumbar lordosis increases, you start getting back pain and you start getting heel pain. The third factor is standing for very long hours. Okay. Now, as I always tell you, we do not stand on our feet properly. We do not use the whole sole of the foot to stand. Sometimes we are using the medial side of the sole. Sometimes now also, whenever you are standing, be aware what is taking the weight. Is your side taking, is the back taking, or is the ball of the toes, which is what is taking the weight of your whole body. Okay. It can be also due to sprains. Now, some people are very, they have a tendency or a propensity to get sprains, ankle sprains, because the muscles are not very good, even youngsters. So ultimately they are walking, suddenly they will sprain their leg. strains or any kind of trauma. This can be the reason or the etiological factors of heel pain. Okay. It can also be because of plantar fasciitis. Don't worry, it is not a medical language. I will explain to you what is plantar fasciitis. Plantar means the sole. Okay. So this is known as the palmar and the sole of your foot is known as the plantar. Now, fascia is something like an intact film. When you have guests coming in the house, you are cutting a little bit of fruit or you're keeping something in the fridge and it does not have a lid, what you will do, you will quickly pick that intact film or the cling film. It's known as the cling film. So in the body also that there is this film which is there around all organs, like a safety envelope. So when that the sole, the plantar fascia gets tight, it is something known as an inflammation. Itis is inflammation. So plantar fasciitis, if it gets the fascia gets tight, you will start getting heel pain. This, my dear friends, happens in the morning. Simple, typical example, you will wake up, you will put your foot down from the bed and you will get excruciating heel pain. That is because in the whole night when you are lying down, the fascia is getting tight. Okay, the fascia becomes tight because there is no movement. Once you start moving little, the fascia loosens up. Okay, and then you start getting a little relief from the heel pain. Achilles tendonitis means the curve of the foot, the heel ke upar, that little curve is there. That is known as the tendo-Achilles or the Achilles tendon. If that tendon also gets inflamed, again you can start getting pain and typical morning aggravation. How you can do this is with the foot stretches and the ball exercises. They will help you to loosen the tight fascia. Clear? Very clear? Okay. So if you are having generalized aches and pains, stiff ankles and heel pain in the morning, and if you're looking for yoga therapy for pains, this is the right class. Okay. So let us just understand with just one slide. So what can be the causes of heel pain? There can be stress fractures. Okay, see stress fractures. Here there's a fracture, a hairline fracture, and because this is not be able to take the weight, and it can manifest as heel pain. Now there is a little kind of a cushion or a pad at your heel, so there can be a heel pad bruise or a bruise. Okay, then we all know, we have heard of something in the hand which is known as the carpal tunnel syndrome. Why do we call it as the carpal tunnel syndrome? Because these are known as metacarpals, whereas in the foot they are known as metatarsals. Okay, so here again I repeat, carpals, so metacarpals, so carpal tunnel syndrome. In the foot it is known as tarsals or metatarsals, so tarsal tunnel syndrome. And it can be plantar fasciitis or it can be Achilles tendonitis. Clear? Anybody with a quick question? Samjha, nahi samjha? Okay, so let's proceed further. Now what happens is that there are some bones. Okay, there are some bones. So the front thigh, the space below the knee, it's known as the fibula and the tibia. Above we have the femoris bone. The thigh bone is known as the femur, and lower there is fibula and tibia. Okay, and then there are many metatarsal muscles which are bones which are known as the talus, navicular, cuneiformis. Those are all comprising the metatarsal bones. Also at the heel region there is a bone which is known as the calcaneus. What does this remind you? What bell does this word calcaneus tell you? Is because we always complain of a calcanean spur. We always say, no, my heel pains a lot. Okay, my heel pains a lot. So that is because of the calcaneum bone, the calcaneus. Okay, and from that heel bone to your front toes, from where the ball of the toe is, there extends the plantar fascia. Okay, I will repeat. Calcaneus is the heel bone, and in the front there is the toes. Toes ke piche you have something known as the ball of the toe, big toe, ball of all those 4 digits toes, and from there to the calcaneus bone the plantar fascia stretches. So what happens in the morning? Whole night we have slept, we have not done any activity, so the plantar fascia gets tight. Now this typically manifests as a heel pain. Okay, so the main important cause is the plantar fasciitis, or it is also known as what? It is also known as the tendon which is tendo-Achilles tendon that gets inflamed, and then you start getting pain. Okay. So actually the bony spurs, what are the bony spurs? They are known as the osteophytes. Anybody remembers what are osteophytes? Hmm? Who remembers? Let's share. What are osteophytes? Anju Chokshi, new to my class. Hello. Hi, Girija.
Cartilage converted into the bones are called osteophytes.
What gets converted to the bone?
Cartilage,
No, 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 no.
the
See,
points.
anybody else wants to take a try? Cartilage is something else. Sandhya Patole, madam, you want to try?
Growing ends of the bones.
Yeah. No, growing
think-
ends of the bones are
No.
different.
Yes.
Growing ends of the bones are different. What are osteophytes?
Calcium deposition on the
Very good.
bone.
Very good, Sandhya Patole. Calcium deposition now, Sandhya madam, this happens after 40
Yeah.
years of age. Okay. And let me repeat because there are many newcomers on the platform today. I see many new names. So what happens is after 40, no, there is this, not always the calcium deposits, but then there are bony overgrowths. So like porcupines, pointy, spiky they are. They accumulate maybe in your knees. They accumulate maybe in your heels. They accumulate in your spine. So sometimes you will feel, oh no, I have everything, I exercise, but why do you think I'm getting a back pain? Now, suppose they accumulate on your vertebrae, right? And on the vertebrae, suppose they are pressing a spinal nerve. So because this, I have always told you that nerves carry pain sensation, right? Because it is pressing on that spinal nerve, you will start getting pain. So what is the best way to break those osteophytes? Can anybody tell me? They happen to you, they happen to me, they happen to everybody. They are spiky, bony overgrowths. Again, maybe because of calcium, maybe because of age, but they accumulate in different areas. Anybody can tell me the best way, Swati L, what you can do? Aparna Kalyanpur. Sangha Rashmi Sawant madam. Bolo Manju Agarwal.
Surgery may be the solution.
I am very anti-surgery.
How to break the bones?
Yes, Debbie, you can try.
Massage.
Massage, one option is a good option. Massage is a good option. What else?
Exercise of the exercise.
Yes, I remember our sir telling us because I had left side bone pain, left side heel. So whenever we are doing the dandasan and sitting and doing the toes in and the toes out, I used to keep a cushion below my heel. So the teachers shout, no, you are very sukha buddhi. You want everything cushion. But that used to cause a spiking pain. What he said was, Divya, go on that. Go means exercise on that area. Let it break. That initial time, it will cause you pain. But go on exercising and automatically those osteophytes will break and they will be put into circulation and excreted by the body, by the blood. Okay. So that's why
Madam, can you repeat? I just lost the.
I can. Okay. So what I'm saying is these overgrowths come to everybody. How much ever you don't try, don't want. So the best way is to do very well designed kind of exercise. Now see, gym, treadmill, you'll only do this walking, only the lower extremities. Walking also you'll do only lower extremities. But when you do your proper exercises with your yoga, or the forward bending, the backward bending, the twisting and everything. So wherever these osteophytes have accumulated in your body, Himani Setya, they will be broken up and be put into the excretory system of the body. Followed? That's why movement is medicine, motion is lotion. Your best posture is the next posture. I always tell you something about NEAT. Who remembers the full form of NEAT? So suppose I am a very lazy person, I don't like to exercise.
Get up
I
and
really
get
don't
your
like
own glass of water. Get up and get your own glass of water.
Yes, get your own glass of water. Suppose you're going to the mall, park your car a little away so that you are compelled to walk towards the mall. Okay. Get your, Amitabh Bachchan also says, he says, I don't ring the bell. I get up and take my own glass of water. So this is something known as NEAT. Tejinder madam, do you know the full form of NEAT?
Forgotten. I remember you in the class you mentioned it, but at this moment I've forgotten.
I respect,
Non-activity.
Yes, non-exercise, Ruby madam.
Okay.
NEAT, NEAT.
Okay. Non-exercise.
Non-exercise activity thermogenesis. What is genesis? Anybody with the word genesis? Bolo Shabana madam.
What?
Girija Ganesh. Genesis means growth, new. Genesis, birth diya. Both of an idea. Genesis, neurogenesis, new neural
Neurogenesis.
cells, new paida ho rahe, new nerve cells, neurogenesis. So genesis is formation, you can say. So thermo is again heat. Okay, non-exercise, NEAT, activity, thermogenesis. So there will be formation of heat in your body, and that heat will be burning your calories. So many people do not like exercising, but they do NEAT, lot of NEAT. Sounding new to you? Okay, so you must be doing NEAT, Manju Agarwal. Sare exercises mein, sari activities mein, whatever the maid can do, come on, tell her I'll be doing it. So that is an exercise for you. Okay, even you're cleaning your closet. They say no, it's like therapy sometimes. What's it, Debbie? You clean and you feel nice. Clutter nikal jata hai, but this is again NEAT. You're doing NEAT. NEAT. Anybody else who hasn't understood, then I don't mind repeating, or we go back to our heel pain. Okay. Sure.
AT stands for non-exercise. AT stands for
Activity.
Huh?
Non-exercise activity thermogenesis.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank
Any
you.
kind of non-exercise activity.
Okay, okay.
Any
Thank
kind
you.
of non-exercise. So
Thank you.
you're not awake. Okay, so this is the osteophyte. You must understand, very, very important what it is. Also, sometimes there can be neurological factors for heel pain. Why? See, diabetics. There is peripheral neuropathy. Why peripheral neuropathy? Because diabetes affects the little smaller blood vessels as well as the bigger blood vessels. Bigger blood vessels means the coronary, the heart, and the brain. That's why you get stroke. And sometimes the smaller blood vessels is the peripheral neuropathy. Okay, there is less of blood supply, the blood is viscid in diabetics, that's why. Also, it can be traumatic, matlab injury. Suppose you've fallen, okay, the heel pad with age has become a little less cushiony. So it can be traumatic heel pain, then there can be rheumatology. What is rheumatology? Anything related to the rheumatic. See, remember, rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disease. Your body is only fighting against your own cells. It's not able to differentiate between the foreign cells and the body cells. So it can be rheumatologic also in origin, the heel pain, or it can be neurologic in heel pain, right? So what are heel spurs? Let me just quickly tell you. A heel spur is an abnormal calcium deposit on the bottom of the heel bone in the foot, and it is diagnosed how, my dear friends? By a plain X-ray. Don't have to do MRI. Plain X-ray will show you the bone picks up more of the rays. So it shows you a density, a white color. Okay. So heel spur syndrome and plantar fasciitis are the most common causes of heel pain. And one thing very, very nice, come to the edges of your seats, open your ears, is that you must understand this point that 1 out of 10 people have heel spurs. I am repeating. 1 out of 10 people have heel spurs. More than 90% of the cases can be improved without surgery. Okay, more than 90% of the cases can be improved without surgery. 1 out of 20 people who have heel spurs has foot pain. I repeat all these 3 lines. These are the takeaways of today's class. See, 1 out of 10 people has heel spurs. More than 90% of the cases can be improved without surgery. 1 out of 20 people with heel spur has foot pain. Means so many of us have heel spur, but it is painless. It is painless. Okay. Out of 20, only 1% will say my heel spur is paining. Otherwise, it is unnoticed. It is there in your body, but you are not aware of the pain. And who requires surgery? People who do not, who cannot get relief, they are advised to be doing surgery after 12 months. If the pain does not subside, you can go in for surgery, and that is if 12 months you have not got any relief from anything, you can go into surgery. Right? Following, no? Okay. Okay. Now, heel pain, again, the causes can be sometimes they can be heel bursitis. Anybody can tell me what is a bursa? There are senior students. What is a bursa? Bolo Rupal. Bursa are fluid filled sacs. Okay. Why do you think God has given you these bursa? Because we need the fluid. Okay. If you do not lubricate your machine, it will go on crackling and making those sounds. So the bursa are fluid filled sacs which prevent friction of your bone to bone. Okay. But sometimes these bursa can also get inflamed and it causes a lot of excruciating pain. There is especially above your knee on the right side. It's known as pre-patellar bursitis. You will press and you will have agonizing pain. Okay, because those bursa can also get inflamed due to many causes. It's not always the knee pain. It's not always the bony pain. It is the bursa pain also. Okay, fluid-filled sacs, which help in sliding of the bone over bone. Had the bursa not been there, the bones would create those crackling sounds. Okay, or they can be heel bumps. Sometimes some bony projections can happen much more than your osteophytes. So what can be the treatment of heel pain? So there can be non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medicines which are known as NSAID group. Okay, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medicines. Then they can be, if you cannot get relief, you can quickly resort to injections. So the doctor will take you to the operation theater and he will inject a steroid into your bone. So they are known as steroidal anti-inflammatory injections. Okay. Now, did you follow about the information, the injections? Then thirdly, how you can manage is orthotics. So what do you think is orthotics? Anybody can tell me? Who can tell me what is orthotics? Now see, suppose 1 foot of mine is like this and 1 foot is like this. So this is my heel, huh? This is my heel, like this. Haven't you seen if you wear somebody else's shoe, your family member only, one side is more, you know, it's got those, it's what to say, how to say, what is ghas jana in English?
घिसा हुआ
Gisa
Worn out.
Worn out.
worn
Worn out.
worn out. Okay, so
Dented.
Virender ma'am is wide awake. So one side gets worn out. What happens, especially in people with flat feet? What is the meaning of flat feet? They don't have that arch, that curve, right? What is the treatment for, who remembers the treatment for flat feet? Especially in the little young child below 2 years of age. What is
रेत पे चलना मैडम.
very good, madam. आपका ध्यान है. So Sanchit Khanna is also new to our class. Welcome. So रेत पे क्यों चलना चाहिए? Because when you are walking on loose sand, your grip, those arches are compelled to form an exaggerated curve. Flat feet is like this. So when you are walking bare feet on the sand, not on wet sand, you have to grip it, right? So the arches will be exaggerated and that will be beneficial, especially to the little child. But even the elders can do, because flat feet people complain of a lot of knee pain. Okay, flat feet people will also complain with a lot of heel pain. Why do you think foot is flat? Because remember, the foot is flat, it is pulling the heel muscles also towards it. It's pulling, it's stressing the knee muscles also. That's why it's pulling towards it. Okay, so when you have that proper arch, when you're walking, it will ameliorate your pain. Clear? Followed? Not followed? That's why flat foot people always, it is a wise idea to invest in that cushioning. You know, you have to take your existing shoes to those people, and in your shoe only they will give you a cushion inside, wherever the area of that foot is pressing more. So what happens, the people sometimes, you know, they walk like this on this side, so this part will get more worn out, right? And because it's getting worn out, it's pulling those other muscles to that area, which can cause chronic pain. Making sense? Yeah, so that is something known as orthotics, is the treatment which you do with the, maybe you put a pad in your shoe, or you teach them to walk properly, or you put some braces under your existing slipper, or sometimes you get some oval shaped kind of a cushion with a strap. So then you can just put it on your foot and then you can wear your slippers. So those lines of treatment are known as orthotics. Okay, and there can be stretching exercises which I will be showing you towards the end of the class. Also, physical therapy works just best with heel pain. Yeah. So let us study why do you, as I told you, it's very, very important to understand that heel pain occurs mostly in the morning, right? Because as I told you, that plantar fascia gets tightened. So what do you think? Who remembers the exercise which I have taught you all? It's not an exercise class, but I will be demonstrating certain things to you.
Rolling a tennis ball.
Yes, rolling a tennis ball throughout your sole. And Nikki Masalia, it is important that the ball should be hard.
Tennis ball.
Tennis ball. Okay, if you can get hold of a golf ball, it's the great thing, because golf ball is small and hard. See, tennis ball cannot touch all your areas, because remember, the ball is what? Spherical in shape. So that the golf ball is very hard. This size, it is white in color. So that you can take it, towards the ball of your feet, towards the lateral side, the medial side, and the arch of your foot. Okay, and towards your heel. That will apply more of pressure. Even to your sciatica. I always tell in sciatica, take a small golf ball and sit on that area. Take a chair which has good armrest and the back is covered, and sit on that area. How much ever pressure you can take, sit on that area, because it is usually a nerve on nerve which is causing a spasm. Once you apply pressure, that pressure on the nerve gets released. Suppose it is your muscle which is gone into a contraction, muscle has become rigid, but there is a nerve moving. Pain will be manifesting because of the nerve. When you are sitting with that golf ball hurting you, muscle spasm opens up. This works even better than your ice application. Clear?
Even rotical, let me say they do under the feet.
Let me say they do, but then those pokey, those acupressure ladles they are, that can also work.
Okay.
मैडम ऐसे ये acupressure वाली
Acupressure points also work very
ये
well.
नहीं acupressure वाली ये बॉल ले सकते हैं
हाँ, ले सकते हैं. ले सकते हैं. So I'll just show you. I'm sorry, I'm showing you my foot, but I need to show it to you, then you will understand. So this is the ball of my big foot. These are the balls of my 4 toes. Clear? All of you all can see. Please, there is painting in my house, so don't mind. We are all white everywhere. So one finger I will put here. Where is this? It is in between the big of ball, baby. In between the ball of my big toe and the others. One finger I'm putting here. How am I holding? Like this. Okay. Now I will curl my toes inside towards my face. Are you seeing? I am applying pressure with the index. Thumb is behind. Okay. This is the stationary natural position. Curl the toes towards you and keep applying this pressure. Let's all do it. Let me check on you all. Automatically the fascia which is tight opens up. Let me check on you all. Come on, the ones who are on cameras on, let me check on you. No need to raise your foot. You can be on a flat bed or something, but I want to see. No, Rumi madam, see. Now, the leg which is there, that only same hand you will take to curl your toes. Left foot, so left hand fingers, I am curling upwards. I am pressing this space with the opposite hand. Keep that in mind. The curling of the fingers will occur on the same side of the foot. Isn't that easier? Curl them more. Why you have left your big toe, Ruby madam? Hold your hand. Big toe is main involved. Now see, are you getting a pull on that plantar fascia? Debbie, why don't you try it out? You don't want to try it out? Okay.
My knee hurts. I can't.
Can you reach your toes?
Can I reach them? No, I can't bend my knee.
So the day you reach your toes, your knee pain will go away. What I mean to say is that, Debbie, take a wall, lean against a wall, keep your feet extended out and just do toes in. You know the meaning of toes in? Toes pointing your face, and this is toes out. Toes pointing out and toes pointing in. So once the knee is released, you will be able to touch your toes also. Knee is not released, the back of the knee, the hamstring attachment, the back of the thigh muscles. Once that is released, you will get a relief or an amelioration and you will be able to do the toes also. So for
Okay.
starters, don't try to touch, just do toes in and sit.
Okay.
It's not that you're obese, it's not that you're thin. It's everybody's, even thin people have very tight hamstrings. Men have very tight hamstrings, hormones. Just stretch your feet out and do that. Yes, Sapna Binwani, okay. It's evening, afternoon time there. Malaysia, truly Asia.
7 p.m. 7 p.m.
Okay. Okay, show me. Yes. Everybody same side, same hand leg. Opposite hand, pressure of the index finger. Okay. This is what you have to do every morning. If your heel pains. And it's a good idea to be doing it in between the day as and when you remember. Your plantar fascia, Kirti Rane, will not get tight only. Yeah. Okay. But applying pressure in the right place.
Ma'am, please show once again.
Yes, I will show. Okay. So see, Sampada madam, this is my left foot, this is my left hand. Okay. I take it from inside like this. And then curling my toes inside. The space between the two, this is ball of the big toe, and these are the balls of the little toe, chota toes. Okay.
Yeah.
See. Apply how much pressure you can. It does not pain.
Oh.
It does not pain. In between, madam.
Yeah.
Anju Choksi, I want the index finger of your right hand in between those. Can you see this groove, madam? Anju Choksi, look at me. Can you see this groove? Yes, there you have to apply. Excellent. Little higher, madam. Little higher.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. Anju Choksi, little more higher. Anju Agarwal, barabar. Sapna Binwani, are you curling your toes? Curl your toes towards your face. No, you're not doing it well. Curl your toes inside, towards your face. Your toes, madam, not your whole.
Stiff knee.
Stiff knee? No, that does not have any correlation with your toes. I am saying take your toes like this inside. See this? Toes inside. Okay. So who's Mac? Are you doing it? Mac, M-A-C. Yeah, Kirti Rani, good job. No, Anju Choksi, take it higher towards your toes. Ha, that's perfect. Good job. Good job. Anybody else? Linda, are you doing it? Or that's a picture?
I am doing it, but I don't have any clothes on, so I don't want to show it. But
No, as long as you follow.
Could you demonstrate it one more time, please?
I can. Okay, so this is my foot. This is the ball of the big toe, and these are again the balls of the other toes. Curl left leg, left hand, curl the toes, and this apply pressure here with your index finger. People who've joined in now, watch.
I've been doing that. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so very very important. Yes, Shashi Thapra, समझा? और ऊंचा लो हाथ और टो को क्यों छोड़ दिया है? वो टो को भी इन्वॉल्व करो. Toes pointing towards your face. Yes, madam, that opens up your plantar fascia. Great. Anju Choksi followed. Jayashree Ghosh is also there. Wow. Okay.
Do you feel pain when you are pressing with your finger?
You will get pain because you are opening the fascia.
Okay.
You will not get pain in your finger. If you're getting pain in the finger, means there's a arthritis in the finger.
No, not in the finger, but in the foot. in
Yes.
between that, in the, yeah, in the,
It is a little bit of a, not a pain. You can see a tickling tenderness. Okay.
I felt pain when I did that.
Yeah, that means your fascia is tight, madam.
Okay.
That clearly means that you need more of it. Okay, this happens only in the morning. Another great exercise is, what you have to do is take a block. I'll just get a block. Okay, I'll just get a block. 1 minute. Okay. Now, what you have to do is, you have to, I'll show it to you. Wait, I'll show it to you. Go towards the wall. Okay, you have to go towards the wall. Keep your buttocks there. Okay, you will not see my face, it's okay. Take this block. Keep your buttocks supported because we do not want any catastrophes. We do not want anybody falling down. Now, can you see what I have done?
No.
Now,
Yes.
my heels are where, Tejinder Kaur? My heels are on the floor and my toes are on this block. Can you see now? But none of you all will do it like this. You all will all take support of the wall. I don't want anybody getting injured. Clear? Very clear? Buttocks are giving you support. Heels on the floor and this on the block. In case you do not have block, what will you use? What will you use? Tell me.
A book.
Madam,
Big, fat,
No,
big
no.
fat book.
Patra,
Please don't use books. I'll get pop. Saraswati.
patra, patra.
Yes, you can go to your house.
मैडम ब्रीक भी ले सकते हैं?
ब्रिक ही लेनी है.
हाँ, ब्रीक भी ले
इसको
सकते हैं.
योगा ब्लॉक या ब्रिक ही बोलते हैं. ओके.
नहीं, नॉर्मल ब्रीक ले सकते हैं ना इसकी जगह.
हाँ हाँ, ईट ले सकते हैं. और अगर कुछ भी नहीं मिले तो घर का जो एक रूम से दूसरे रूम जाने का उम्बरटा होता है ना, समझा?
मेरे तो बाथरूम में वो आ गया ना बाथरूम, मैं वहीं पर ही कर लेती हूँ.
यस. नाउ व्हाट आई वांट फ्रॉम यू ऑल इज, आप लोगों का दिमाग चलना चाहिए कि ये देखा तो मैं एक बार ये कर लूं. सो दिस इज फॉर व्हाट? दिस इज फॉर योर calf muscles. Okay, why should we work on the calf muscles if I'm getting heel pain? Think. Mac, what is your answer? What if my calf muscles are tight and everything is good, heel is good? Don't you think? Suppose there is fire in one place. Don't you think the fire will reach there? So muscles also work in chains. If this is tight, ultimately the manifestation will come your way. Always release your calves. Calf exercises are so good for varicose veins. You are taking the blood flow. They are known as calf pumps. Calf pumps. Okay, you can even do it without the block. Okay, so go on the toes, go on the heels, go on the toes, go on the heels. Again, take support. Don't think I'm he-man and she-man, because when you take support, you don't have fear of falling. You can exaggerate or enhance your toes raise fearlessly. You can enhance that same posture. Clear? So take support. Then another idea is go on your medials, go on your laterals. I'll show that also to you. Okay. So now I'm showing you without the block. I'm showing you without the block. See, I take support. Now I've gone on my heels. Then I go on my toes. Then I go on my heels. Then I go on my toes. Then I go on my heels. Then I go on my toes. Now I go on.
Dr. Vidya,
Yes.
Dr. Vidya, we can't see you.
You don't need to see my face. You don't need to see
No,
my face.
we can't see your face. No, your feet.
Feet, everybody
Can't see your feet.
See?
Yeah, now I can see your feet.
Okay.
Yes.
So go on your toes, go on your heels. See, heels. Again on your toes, again on your heels. Okay. Then, madam, you can go on your laterals and go on your medials. See, laterals and medials. Okay. Laterals and medials. Laterals and medials. I'll just 1 minute. Give me a minute. हाँ, ऊपर आ जाओ, ऊपर आ जाओ, ऊपर आ जाओ. 902. एक मिनट मैं मेरी बेटियों को फोन देती हूँ, आप मैनेज करो मेरा क्लास. Great. Now see what I'm doing. What have I done? I've joined my toes and my heels are apart. So what do I do? 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you see me now? Okay. Then join your heels, separate your toes. Here. Let me check on y'all. Let's start. I'm giving you instructions. Please stand with the buttocks on the wall. Okay. Come a little forward, Sapna Binmani. Yes. Now, Shashi Sapna, do not bend your knees, madam. Do not bend your knees and don't go so fast. Do very slowly. We have all the possible time in the world. Sapna Binmani, feet a little away. हाँ मंजू अग्रवाल बरोबर है. Feet a little away. Yes, Ruby madam. Yes. Raise your toes more up when you're on the heels. Raise your toes more up. Again, go on the toes and raise the heels up. Okay. Now go on your laterals. That is the outer side of the foot. Wait there. Now go on your medials. Medials is a little tough. Again the laterals. Again the medials. Take support of the buttocks on the wall. Laterals and the medials. Usha Mansoor कर रहे हो कि नहीं मैडम? Cindy, are you following? Nikki Masalia. Medials and
Yes,
the
ma'am.
laterals. That's great. Now lift up more. Sapna Binwani, lift up the medials more if you are on the laterals. हाँ मंजू अग्रवाल सही है. Okay. Aparna Kalyanpur, are you doing? Now do the one which I taught you. Do your toes together, heels apart. Toes together, heels apart, and go up and down. Toes will be touching each other, both the balls of the big toes, right and left. Yes, Ruchika Ghai, go very slow. Go up more. Toes pe ja rahe ho to lift up your heels more. Again on the down and up. Up. The wall is giving you good support and down. Thrice more. On the heels. Then come on the toes. Mind you, my friends, it's toes together. Sampada madam, slowly. And separate your heels more. That's nice. Okay. Now let us do heels together, toes apart. Heels together, toes apart. Like this. Diagonal feet, slanting feet. Let's go on
इसमें
the...
तो ये सेकंड वाले में तो ज्यादा पैर ऊपर होता ही नहीं.
कितना होता है? पैर ऊपर तो छोड़ो, एक बार 1 फुट होगा, एक नहीं होगा, वो भी होगा, फिर क्या करोगे?
Right.
There is disparity between the 2 feet also. Yes, very nice. Sampada Kadam, full marks. Yes, Ruby madam, full marks. Separate like this, like Charlie Chaplin. Come on, Sapna Binwani. मंजू अग्रवाल आपका फैन दिख रहा है, पैर नहीं दिख रहे हैं. शशि सापरा थोड़ा टिल्ट करो, लेकिन फ्रॉम द फीट मूवमेंट आई नो यू आर डूइंग गुड. लिंडा, यू आर डूइंग okay. Very nice. Sampada madam, separate your toes. Very nice. Annie Saju, are you doing? Okay. Then I told you about the ball. Now, it is also a good idea to take a napkin. What you can do is, you know, suppose the bathroom door mats are there. Sometimes they are very flimsy of that towel material. They don't have that rubber down. So you must try to grip on the towel or the mop with your toes and hold for 10 counts. Why? Which is the other way you will exercise the muscles of your soul? No other way. Every time we are only walking, we are applying only pressure to the common places. The other places are not exercised only of our foot. So it's a good idea to be gripping on a towel on the floor or your mop. But it should not be very flimsy. It should not be with the rubber sole. Clear? Gripping. Yes, Sapna Binwani, good job. Very good. Followed, Shashi Sapra? Then, what other exercises can you do? Yeah, you can roll the whole ball on the sole. Yeah, one another very good exercise is for strengthening your ankles. Okay. Now, I take a ball. I'm sorry. Yes, you're lucky. I have a ball. I take this ball, and where do I grip it? I grip it in between. Watch, watch. In between my watch. I grip it in between my heels. Can you see? Can you see? Okay.
Yes, we can see.
Yes. Now this is a very soft ball, but do you know what's being exercised? My knee muscles are exercised. See, my thigh muscles. I'm even getting a mole punch. See. Count 10 and release. Again. Press. This is something to do. If you all can grab onto a ball, please grab onto a ball. Then you can even share the experience with me of how it feels. But understand
Dr.
the
Divya?
placement of the ball. It is in between your little below your ankles, medial ankles. Yes, Tejinder.
Has it to be a soft ball?
It has to be a
This
soft
will
ball.
do, not small.
This
Small
is too
smiley will do,
big.
no?
This is
Not
too
this.
big. Ruchika Ghai, this is too big.
Dr. Divya?
Yes,
I have
have.
Dr. Divya, I have pain on the balls of my toes.
Then the curling one, which I taught you.
Okay.
But this also, remember, you have to exercise your whole foot and bilaterally, always bilateral. Because suppose one is good, but do you know? Yes, yes, Ruchika Ghai, good. The good
बॉल
one,
पे क्या करना है मैडम?
बॉल को ना शशि सापरा दोनों फीट को साथ में लेना है, अपना मीडियल पार्ट ऑफ द एंकल के थोड़ा नीचे रख के प्रेस.
Okay, thank you.
Press and hold 10 counts. One count is 1 second. Clear? Smiley ball.
You can see me?
Yes, I can see you. Yes, madam. Okay, now 1 minute. I'm coming. Shashi Sapra, what you are doing is pressing and leaving. That's futile. Press, hold for 10 counts. One count is 1 second. Press. And then release. And again press. Wait there. Now see, you are working on the buttocks. You are not working on the ankles, Shashi Sapra. Stand, come on, stand and do and show me. Yes, Sampata Kadam, good job. Shamala
बैठ
madam,
के
अरे
करूं?
वाह.
बैठ के करूं या खड़े होके?
खड़े होके करो. ताकत है तो कोई भी खड़े होके करो. So these exercises are little different kind of exercises, but they are beneficial.
Yes, can you please sister?
Yes. Yeah, Sapna Milwani, come on. Why have you done Charlie Chaplin? Get your feet straight. Good. Now press. And madam, go against the wall. Lean your buttocks on the wall.
All at the wall.
And wait there. Take support of the buttocks. Come a little forward from the wall. Feet have to be away. Buttocks glued to the wall. Barabar. Sahi hai. But wait there. See, you're getting buttock contraction also. If you cannot stand, then do sitting. Huh, Nikki Masalia?
Ma'am, even there is something on the knee also.
Exactly. So you're working on the IT band, the sides of the knee. I always tell you, marathon runners have a very tight IT band. What is that? Iliotibial band, the joint, from the hip bone to the tibia, what joints that gets shortened in runners. So when you are doing these exercises, you are working on holistic medial part of the knee, lateral part of the knee. You're working on your glutes also. So these are strengthening exercises. Very good observation. Okay. And I have taught you the calf stretches. Also, suppose you don't have anything. Okay, you must go on the steps. And then go half foot on the steps without your shoes and slippers. Half foot on the step which is above, and the heel hanging towards the lower step. Okay, so this little pressure on the soles of your feet, learn to take that little pressure. It will exercise those tiny bones.
मैम स्टेप पर तो स्टेप टेरेस वाले स्टेप्स तो बहुत बड़े हैं, वो ज्यादा नहीं हो जाएगा गड़बड़?
नहीं, कोई भी स्टेप लो, you have to monitor your foot. The foot has to be like this, irrespective of the size of the steps. What you can do is, again, while coming down, place the heel there on the step and the foot hanging down, the toes hanging down. Do reverse of everything. So many ways to exercise. Then, as I told you, you get those insoles or you get some band kind of a thing only for the heel. That's a cushion for the heel. It has a Velcro. You can be putting it around on your top part of the foot, and then you can be wearing shoes. So those can be put in any shoe of yours. You just wear those, and then you can wear any kind of shoe. Suppose you do not want to invest in a changing of the whole shoe and everything. So you can invest in heel pads which come with Velcro at the medial part, on the top part of the foot, and then you can work on. Now, it is always a good idea to differentiate between running shoes and walking shoes and shoes for the treadmill. All are different. Remember, those shoes have orthotic insole. I told you what is orthotic. They are specialized footwear, and they have a lot of air pockets. What are air pockets? Why do you think there are air pockets there? Why do you think there are air pockets? Who can tell me?
To make it cushioning.
Cushioning, because support the air pockets act like buffers, Tejendra madam. They act like shock absorbers. Suppose you do not, nobody does it, but there's a pebble and then you get that shock kind of a thing. So the air cushions will जोर का झटका धीरे से लगेगा. So Cindy, in case you don't understand Hindi, if you're going to have a higher kind of a thrust, it will be camouflaged. It will be reduced. Yes, Manju Agarwal.
मैडम जो आपने वो उसके लिए फ्लैट पैर के लिए अभी आप बता रहे थे कि पैर उसमें जूते में कुशन लगा लो, वो एक बार दोबारा हिंदी में बता दो.
हाँ, हिंदी में बताऊंगी ना. क्या होता है, एक कुशन मिलता है ऐसे शेप में और वो पैडेड होता है. वो आपको जो फ्लैट फुट है ना वो एरिया में डाल देने का, और उसको ऐसे स्ट्रैप होता है, मतलब आप टोस से उसको अंदर डालोगे और वो वही एरिया में फिट होता है, और आप जूता पहन के या चप्पल पहन के या सैंडल पहन के. और नेवर एवर वेयर slippers which don't have a back strap. Why? Because when you are wearing a sandal,
हील के नीचे लगाना है ना मैडम वो कुशन?
नीचे लगाना है, padded area नीचे,
हील के नीचे.
Yes. So Sunday also I got a nice, I invest a lot in my shoes because I am Kamgar Vishwa Mandal. I walk a lot and jump a lot. So they laugh at me. Why you want such expensive? I don't invest in other things because feet have to be good. Okay. And when I was a kid, my father never allowed me to wear those 2 patti, and all other children had those Oshos, 2 patti ka chappal. He used to say that will go on getting worn out from one side, then your foot arch will drop, and I used to hate him for it because the others had trendy shoes. He used to take me to Bata, and I used to have that Anguta patti. What is Anguta patti, Devi? It has a special strap for your big toe, and then there is a straight line, and then there's a chappal like that. But also, he never allowed me to wear slippers down to play. And till date, he's passed away in 2002. So my friends laugh at me. His name was Ram Punjabi. They say, Ram Punjabi is gone now. Now you wear the ones which have just a front this thing. And I cannot. If I go down with those slippers, I feel I've not worn. I feel nude. I need that back strap. Also, I take a size which is a little tighter because shoes get, you know, what is the right time to buy shoes? in the evening when your feet are swollen. Yes. Okay. So always buy a little, not very uncomfortable, but then
Evening.
let later. Yes, Visalam. It opens up and the foot grip has to be good. If the sandal is snugly fitting you, then the sandal, you don't have to lift up the sandal and walk. It's stuck to your foot and you're walking. Whereas a slipper, you have to lift up the slipper while walking. It's always a good idea to invest on the back strap. Have two, but have the good quality. Okay. And now the good qualities are also fancy. It's not that.
What about the, like, although I have invested in Skechers, both sandal and shoes this time, I wanted to know, I had those silicone pads, for 2-3 years COVID time. So that was also a good cushion. So one I lost, so I am planning to buy another 1,000
But Ruchika, I do not advocate stretchers. Skechers shoes are very soft.
Achha.
My whole three of my, they invest in Skechers and I go to Asics because Asics is a little hard. Skechers is so soft. My husband sometimes has if his nails are big, there's a hole. It's so soft.
But Asics I've never heard, ma'am.
All brands are good, but then always before buying a brand, ask them, is it for running? Is it for walking? All shoes are different. Go to a trained person. Okay, just don't buy it because of the look of it.
What about the silicone pads I had?
Yes, you can use those.
Yeah.
You can definitely use this. And see, there are heel cushions, pads for the heels, pads for the arch of your foot. It's really a good idea to be investing in good orthotics. Okay. So the summary of today's takeaway of today's class is that we learned something about plantar fasciitis and we learned about that tando Achilles tendon. It can become tightened. Morning stiffness and heel pain aggravation. We also learned about calcanean spurs and we learned about orthotics. This is the way orthotics is spelled. You can also Google and understand what is the study of the foot or orthotics. So you can also attend. I see many of you all attending classes from the lounge. The trick is that you can only put your questions in the chat and the TA will get it to the notice of the guide. You can also click explore option and see other various good classes consecutively on the GSU platform. Check your mails. I will be mailing the notes to you and kindly give feedbacks if the links come your way. It is really nice if you share your experiences on the social media platform, Facebook and Instagram.
Have you checked my feedback, ma'am?
Yes, but you didn't put the name. Who will understand? It's Divya.
Is it so? No, that thing was not coming, normal Getsetup. It was something different, Getsetup.
Yes.
No, I have said Divya ma'am looks like, speaks like Kajol, everything.
Okay, thank you for that testimonial. So in case you are not very social media active, you can shoot in a mail at help@getsetup.io and you can, whatever grievance you have, whatever suggestions you have, complaints you have, everything is open. We are always welcoming, not just the good testimonials. You can always mail us at help@getsetup.io. So thank you for the gift of your time, energy and attention. And thank you, Monica, for being there. We still have a minute for a quick question.
Madam, can you
yes,
address the, like in any other class, osteophytes on the spine?
Osteophytes of the spine are same, those pokey projections on your vertebrae. And
Yeah,
unfortunately,
there has to be some specific exercises for that.
only movement. How many movements the spine has? Spine has 5 movements.
Okay.
Spine has forward, backward, twisting, sideways, like that. 5 movements of the spine, up, vertical. Okay. So do all, whenever you are you're planning an exercise class for yourself, do all 5 movements of the spine. Some way or the other, they will break. Or they will lessen the hold on that. They will lessen the pressure or the stenosis on the nerve involved. Okay, Sandhya ma'am? Followed?
Thank you, madam. Yes, madam.
Yes. Hi, Suman.
Okay. Very nice.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Google.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for the class.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, ma'am.